Alright, and welcome back to our next portion of Dungeons of Chaos playthrough. Now, when we left off, we were venturing through the new content of the ant colony. We got whooped quite a bit with the ant queen, but in the time that we've been gone, we actually ran back up to town, we cleared our inventory, and all the stat points, or not stat points, but talent points that we did have kind of in reserve, we went ahead and spent some of those. Most notably was the druid and our mage. We went ahead and bumped our our ignite up just a little bit. So now we have a new level of proficiency on both of those. We spent the rest of them in magic lore. If you noticed beforehand, we had like a max cap of 23 or something like that. Went ahead and spent the rest into those for the mage, druid, and a little bit on our cleric, so that they're going to have a little bit higher spell proficiencies now. And then with our rogue, bumped his strength up just a little bit, and then kept the other ones. Haven't used those yet. Ranger, we went ahead and just increased stats. Same way with our fighter, just increased stats a little bit. So let's go ahead and take on the ant queen one more time. Now this should be a little bit easier, although I'm not saying it's going to be completely easy per se, but we should be able to prevail. Everybody's on what they should be. Alright, now if you notice, we start out towards the bottom a little bit and we have ants all around us. Shouldn't be too much of an issue as long as we can keep the majority of the ants off of our guys. Let's see, we just did. Now we're coming off of auto because we just went down to 25 health here. Let's go ahead and pull our cleric off. We're going to use divine. Well, we were going to use our divine, but see, our fighter died. We don't want our fighter dying right now. We want to actually have him get this experience. So let's go ahead and reload and see if we can't do that one more time. We need just a little bit more heals on him. We need to come off a little bit quicker. Right, let's go ahead and load that back up. Now, you can notice the difference in ignite damage kind of made that go a lot quicker. Once we got all those little warrior ants out of the way, everything else went pretty quick. There we go. And now I will throw armor up on him. I'm going to move him so he doesn't get hit that hard. And now we're going to pop our divine. And we still got our queen, and she's a die. There you go. 64 experience for that queen fight. That is outstanding. That's coming up on Elder Dragon experience. Of course, she's only a one and done type of fight, which would be okay because we got to fight our way back up. And we got a little bit of extra content in the tomb. So go ahead and take all of these here. I'm going to chop the video off here after this fight. We're going to run up out of the ant colony, get over to the tomb, and go to the lower levels and see what the new content over there is. Join us in a minute. Alright, now we made it out of the ant colony and made it across the island. We're at the tomb now. And go ahead and open up the map here so you can see where we're at. We're on the lower level, and we haven't completely explored this lower level previously when we were leveling here. So we're going to have to kill some specters, but due to some natural events, there is a cave that has opened up that leads to a great expanse underneath the tombs. So that is what we're actually going after. I'm going to go venture down there. And I think we can kill these without too much of an effort here. Yep, there we go. With the new update, the Spectres have been weakened against fire, so you don't necessarily need Holy Chant up and running on those, but we are going to take this nice Striker of Sanctuary and throw it on, I'm going to say our Rogue. Put that on there. Let's take his normal Sky Striker and stash. There we go. So we shouldn't have too much of an issue with these guys. What I will do is I will throw, instead of Magic Missile, throw Magic Rupture on. There we go. That way we're killing them just a little bit easier. And if you guys have noticed already, the background to the fight scenes are actually different. They correspond with the environment that you're in. So if you're in a wooded area, it's sort of resemble that. So if you're in the tomb, it's sort of resemble that also. Just adds a nice touch. Now keep in mind, there's not quite of obstruction. Say if you're in a wooded area, that if you're behind a tree, have a line of sight, but it does have a reduction on your line of sight for accuracy. And so if you have you guys on auto, your distance fighters, especially with our Rangers and our Rogue, they might actually be moving around just a little bit more than normal so they can get a better shot. It's not like you can shoot a bow or a crossbow through a tree, but that's what they do. Alright, so this is going to be the newer part of the island. And this portion was thrown in here with a couple of new creatures just to level out just a little bit. Now, if you guys have been on the Facebook page, you guys have seen the pictures of the Shadow Beasts already. They look pretty gnarly. And then according to Volker, there's going to be a lower level that has the worms, which look kind of like a blue and green dragon, but not so much. I'm going to go ahead and save while we're down here. So we haven't done that yet since we entered the stairs. Maybe we can find one of these Shadow Beasts. And this place is fairly in-depth. You know, there's a lot of corners and cracks and crevices. It looks like we have one right here. Let's go ahead and jump at him. Now, they're fast and they're weak against fire, so we're going to keep Ignite on our Druid. We're going to switch over to Ignite on... Actually, we could probably deal with just single damage. Let's see if we can't get away with this. But we got two of them. Holy Jesus, they're quick. They're pretty nasty. Yes, indeedy do they are. Okay. Armor? No. I'm thinking Divine. Yeah, let's change that up just a little bit. We got a higher Ignite value than what we do on hotspots. So let's change that over. Now we will throw armor. Our Druid, we'll keep him there. And there's another one! Good Lord, did you see him come out of the side? Holy Jesus! Okay, so not only are they extremely fast, their damage is actually fairly average. So if you guys are about the same levels as this team and your fighter is relatively good at tanking, got a decent armor, or if you have some pretty good heals, you might be able to last that. But if you notice, that was very quick. He came running out of the side and ran right up to him, but our Ignite actually took him down pretty good. Let's go ahead and save after that battle. That was a nice experience. That was 47 experience. think it was 47. It was in the 40s. It's better than anything else that's on the island at the moment besides the dragon. So we're going to wander around here, see what we can find. And then I don't know if we'll make it to the lower levels where the worms are. Might leave that up for you guys to discover. And it's actually relatively hard to maneuver around here. There's tiny little spaces. Yeah, it looks like we found something. Skeleton. Barbarian insignia. Broadsword. Buckler. Glowing broadwood. See, it says glowing. It needs to have something like a light radius or fire or something. It's misleading. That prefix on that sword is misleading. I actually do not know where we're going. We're just kind of clicking around in the darkness right here. Let's go ahead and throw light up. That helps just a little bit. There's so many little corners. Like little cutoffs you can't get through. Yep. Found something. Found a monster. Where's he at? There he is. Let's go at him. How many got? We got one. Let's keep the ignite on. He is just insanely fast. That is not... Oh, good God. Alright. 10 experience. That's actually pretty nice. For one of them, at our level, that 10 experience is pretty nice. And that was fairly easy after we've thrown points into ignite. Alright. We are stuck in a corner here. Let's see if we can't find a good, reasonable path here. Alright. Looks like maybe right there. Everything else seems fairly cut off. This is insane. This is... Now, if Volker took the time to lay this dungeon out by himself, by hand, with all these little blocks, and make the path, kudos to him. Now, if he had the system kind of randomly generate a map and then kind of saved it, kudos to him, because this is, good God, this is difficult to navigate. I think we've already been through here. Yep. And I gotta say kudos to him again for having the decent pathing for the game, because then we can click kind of into the darkness or small remembered paths and gets us there. We are still going. Found water. Monsters see us. Oh, we ran straight into him. That is just amazing how quick they are. Oh, our rogue is taking it. Our rogue is taking it. We don't want him to take it. Nikes. Let's run about. Good Lord. Oh, and here comes another one. That ain't cool. Alright, we're wiping. Oh, they ran! They ran away! No way! Good Lord. I'm sorry, but we're going to leave it at that. Our ranger collecting 167 experience from 4 of these shadow beasts running away. The only issue here is we can't revive. Our ranger doesn't have heal. But I tell you what, that was nice. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take that experience loss. We'll save that. All right. I think this will be enough of lurking around in this tomb and these shadow beasts. Those guys are insane. Kind of a bit balance issue there. If they're to be that quick and hit that hard, there needs to be something to balance them out, because that was just nuts. And the fact that there's more coming into the fight makes it even that much harder. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and wander out of here, get back up on top of the tomb, and we're going to continue with our normally scheduled playthrough and chapter through. We're going to jump back into the catacombs below the castle and try to take out that fire acolyte one more time. So go ahead and join us for our next portion as we try to find Jamar.